What's up guys, DJ Hoops back in another video. So the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference reserves have been named last night on February 3rd on TNT, NBA, inside the NBA. We got the West reserves and the East reserves, and we're going to go over the East and the West. We're going to see who got snubbed, and I'll tell you guys what I think about the All-Stars this year. So let's get right into it. We'll start with the East. They don't have, I have this background right now. We could just see who's in the East. They kind of mixed it together. So the guys in the stars right here are the starters. But Devin Booker, we'll name the West guys first. Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, and Karl Anthony Towns. So in the West, they had more they had some more front court players than the East did. Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert, two centers that made the reserves. Rudy Gobert, he definitely deserved it. Phenomenal defense. Obviously, he might go for his 4th straight Defensive Player of the Year. We'll see that. He's having a great year. Part of the reason why the Jazz continue to trend towards the top of the West. Obviously the Suns and the Warriors emerging, both the top teams in the league right now, leading the Western Conference. So Rudy Gobert definitely deserves this All-Star spot. Also another guy, Karl Anthony Towns, ended up making his first All-Star game since I think it was 2019, the last time he made the All-Star game. Towns and the Timberwolves are just a bit below 500, I believe. Karl Anthony Towns having a good year. Anthony Edwards, another guy that also could have got into the All-Star game, but for the Timberwolves, I don't think they were one of the teams that deserved to have two guys represent their team. So Karl Anthony Towns makes his All-Star game for the first time in like 3 years, so good to see that. Devin Booker ended up making another All-Star game. He's a big part of why the Suns are the best team in the NBA, 41-10 at this point. As I'm recording this, also his backcourt mate, point guard Chris Paul, ends up making his I think, 14th All-Star appearance? Something like that. 12th, 13th, 14th. He made it again. Well deserved for Chris Paul. So that's the West. I believe Draymond Green made it. He won't play in the All-Star game, so we should be hearing who could be a sub for him. Obviously, Kevin Durant won't play, so someone from that reserve pool for the East, assuming it'll be Jason Tatum, will start over KD, since KD will be out for the All-Star game as of what I'm hearing. So Draymond, KD both won't play, so you'll see a substitute player on each conference, the East and the West. And we'll talk about who could take those spots later on in the video. Let's continue going over these All-Stars. I think I went over everyone from the West so far. Luka, that's one guy. Mavericks starting to play better as of late, and a lot of that is from Luka. Just like going crazy right now, recording a lot of triple doubles. The stats are definitely going up for him. Now on to the East. A lot of guards and wings. No bigs here in the East. And we're going to talk about who I think could have got in as a big in the East. We'll start with Jimmy Butler. Missed a lot of time in the beginning of the season, but ever since he's come back, he's been more than just, he's just being the leader of that team. Triple doubles, he's passing the ball, getting a lot of assists, rebounds. Obviously, he's an elite defender, and he's the reason why the Miami Heat almost they got to the finals in the bubble. Jimmy Butler definitely deserving of this, even though he did miss time. Two other guys that could have made it for the Heat Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo. But Bam Adebayo, I understand why he didn't make it. It's because he was out such a long time with that wrist. He had to get surgery. He didn't play that much compared to these other guys. Tyler Hero has been really good off the bench this year, 20 points per game. That leads all bench scorers. He's probably going to win the Sixth Man of the Year as long as he keeps this up. Uh, he was worthy of it. I think he could have made it, but uh, I'm fine with just having Jimmy Butler here. Moving on to another guy. Definitely good to see this for the hometown team. Cleveland's hosting the All-Star game this year, and they do have someone to represent it. Darius Garland, well deserved, 20 points per game. Really becoming a big leader for that team. Ever since Colin Sexton goes down, he just has his leeway to lead this offense. Him and Jared Allen have really been big factors for this team and part of the reason why the Cleveland Cavaliers are the fifth seed in the East right now. Everyone was thinking this team would be back in the lottery. It does not look like that this year. Sitting at 31 and 21, atop the top five teams in the East right now. They're a playoff team. Jared Allen, I think he could have really made his first All-Star team this year too. Cleveland would have had two guys to represent them, but otherwise, Garland becomes the first Cavalier to be in the All-Star game since LeBron left in 2018. Great to see if you're a Cleveland fan, and I'm really happy for the Cleveland fans that they have someone to represent their team. Now, James Harden makes another All-Star game. I think this is 10th or 11th, something like that. Uh, right now, the Nets are not playing well. They're on a six-game losing streak, and they have another tough one tonight. They play the Jazz, trying not to push that losing streak to 7. And James Harden having one of his worst shooting years since his rookie season, but nonetheless, he does make the All-Star team this year. If you're thinking about guards, I feel like you have LaMelo Ball, but Miles Bridges, Jared Allen, like I said, those are guys that are definitely worthy of spots. Jaylen Brown, but he did miss time at the beginning of the year. I guess James Harden's a good pick. Zach LaVine, he was a guy that could have started too. He makes the Eastern Conference reserves. Zach LaVine, second All-Star appearance in his 8th season, so good to see that for him. I kind of was surprised about Chris Middleton. He obviously made his third consecutive, I think, All-Star appearance, or the third in the last 4 years, something like that. No, I mean, was Chris Middleton out a little? I don't know if he was. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he was, but he's really certified just 20 points per game. Gonna give you that alongside Giannis. I know Drew Holiday's been having a great season. But Chris Middleton, I haven't really been hearing much about him this season. I think he's averaging around 19, 20 points per game. So, Chris Middleton makes it. Jason Tatum, slow start to the year, starting to play better as of late. He makes his third straight All-Star appearance in his 5th season. And Fred VanVleet, undrafted in 2016. What a great story. He finally gets recognition. 22 points per game this season, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, I think it's somewhere around those numbers. But he is part of the reason why Fred VanVleet is part of the reason why the Toronto Raptors are playing great basketball as of late. And they're approaching the Nets, getting closer to the Nets record, and the Raptors could get themselves an actual playoff seed somewhere close. The East is very close in standing, so it's anyone's game right now, especially with Durant going out. That's part of the reason why the Nets are struggling. They're not able to win without KD, and it's just a close race there. Before we go, some snubs, I guess you could say. Jared Allen, LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, they were worthy of All-Star. Jaylen Brown. It's just there's so many good players in this league DeJounte Murray, though, in the West, on the Spurs, he's, I mean, I would have liked to see him make it. 20 points per game, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. 9 assists ranks top 5 in the league. He definitely deserved an All-Star game, unless if he was able, the Spurs were able to win games, he could have been here. But uh, this All-Star game, a lot of new players. We get Darius Garland for the first time. Who else? Fred VanVleet, like I said. Uh, Incredible. John Morant, first All-Star game, and he's a starter. Wiggins, first All-Star game. Uh, Really exciting All-Star game, I think. We'll see the All-Star draft. I think it's February 10th. Right here, it says at the bottom of the screen. So I know I've been talking a lot. We're already around 11 minutes in the video. I just wanted to go over that. Tell me, guys, who you think got snubbed, and tell me what you think about the All-Star reserves. We're gonna end this video off right here. Make sure to hit the notification bell, get notified for when I upload next. Like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.